Bryophyta, non-vascular plants. Introduction to Bryophyta. 1. What are bryophytes? Bryophytes are non-vascular plants that lack vascular tissues, xylem and phloem, and true roots, stems, and leaves. 2. What are the two main groups of plants? The two main groups are non-vascular plants, bryophytes, and vascular plants, tracheophytes. 3. What structures do bryophytes have instead of true roots, stems, and leaves? Bryophytes have root-like, stem-like, and leaf-like structures. General characteristics of bryophytes. 4. Which plants are included in bryophytes? Liverworts, mosses, and hornworts. 5. What is the typical size of bryophytes? They are usually small, rarely exceeding 2 cm in length. 6. Where do bryophytes typically live? They mostly live in wet areas but can also survive in dry environments. 7. Why is water essential for bryophytes? Water is necessary for reproduction as their male gametes are swimming sperm. 8. Why are bryophytes called amphibious plants? They live on land but require water for reproduction. 9. What is the main plant body in bryophytes? The main plant body is the gametophyte, which is green and autotrophic. 10. What is the difference between gametophyte and sporophyte in bryophytes? The gametophyte is larger and independent, while the sporophyte is smaller and depends on the gametophyte for food. 11. What happens to sporophytes as they mature? They turn brownish or straw-colored and are either enclosed in or supported by gametophyte tissue. 12. What are the four main features of bryophytes? Lack of vascular tissues. Multicellular sex organs produce embryos. Sporophytes are smaller and depend on gametophytes. Sporophytes are homosporous, produce one type of spore. Land adaptations in bryophytes. 13. What are land adaptations in bryophytes? Features that help bryophytes survive on land, such as compact bodies and specialized structures. 14. How do compact multicellular bodies help bryophytes? They reduce water loss by minimizing surface area exposed to dry conditions. 15. What role does the cuticle play in bryophytes? It reduces water evaporation. 16. How are photosynthetic tissues organized in bryophytes? Into special chambers that absorb carbon dioxide efficiently while minimizing water loss. 17. What are rhizoids, and what is their function? Rhizoids are root-like structures that help absorb water and anchor the plant. 18. What type of gametes do bryophytes produce? Non-motile eggs and motile sperm, heterogamy or oogamy. 19. What are antheridia and achegonia? Antheridia, male reproductive organs. Achegonia, female reproductive organs. 20. How are gametes protected in bryophytes? By multicellular organs like antheridia and achegonia. 21. Where are embryos developed in bryophytes? Inside the female reproductive structures, where they are protected. 22. What is alternation of generations? A life cycle where plants alternate between a haploid gametophyte and a diploid sporophyte. Classification of bryophytes. 23. What are the three subdivisions of bryophytes? Hepatocopsida, liverworts. Bryopsida, mosses. Anthoceropsida, hornworts. 24. Give examples of liverworts, mosses, and hornworts. Liverworts, Marchantia. Mosses, Polytrichum. Hornworts, Anthoceros. Life cycle of Polytrichum, moss. 25. To which group does Polytrichum belong? It belongs to the Bryopsida, mosses, group. 26. What are the two generations in the life cycle of Polytrichum? Gametophyte, haploid, and sporophyte, diploid. Gametophytic generation. 27. What is the main plant body of Polytrichum? The gametophyte. 28. What structures anchor the polytrichum gametophyte? Rhizoids. 29. What is the male sex organ in polytrichum called? Antheridium. 30. What does the antheridium produce? Biflagellated male gametes, sperms, through mitosis. 31. What is the female sex organ in polytrichum called? Archegonium. 32. What does the archegonium produce? A single female gamete, egg, by mitosis. 33. What is dioecious in bryophytes? When male and female sex organs occur on separate plants, as in polytrichum. 34. What is monoecious in bryophytes? When male and female sex organs occur on the same plant, as in funaria. Fertilization. 35. How are male gametes released in bryophytes? By the rupture of the capsular wall of the antheridium. 36. What aids sperm movement to the egg? A thin film of water and a mucilaginous passage formed by the archegonial neck cells. 37. Where does fertilization occur? Inside the archegonium. Sporophytic generation. 38. What is the first cell of the sporophytic generation? The diploid zygote. 39. What does the zygote develop into? A multicellular embryo, which grows into a sporophyte. 40. What are the main parts of a sporophyte? Foot. Embedded in the gametophyte tissue. Seta. A stalk-like structure. Capsule. A sporangium that produces spores. Spores and protonema. 41. How are spores formed in polytrichum? By meiosis in the sporangium. 42. What is the first cell of the gametophytic generation? The haploid spore. 43. What does the spore germinate into? A protonema, an alga-like structure with buds and branches. 44. What do buds on protonema develop into? Mature gametophytes. Importance of bryophytes. 45. What are the ecological roles of bryophytes? Prevent soil erosion. Provide food for animals. 46. What is the commercial use of peat moss? It acts as a soil conditioner, retaining moisture in sandy soils. 47. What are reindeer moss, Spanish moss, and club moss? Reindeer moss, a lichen. Spanish moss, a flowering plant. Club moss, a relative of ferns. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.